Hey guys, so I'm doing a mukbang today. I'm eating Pei Wei. I've not done one of these in a minute. If you guys have not had Pei Wei, it's like an Asian food place. I don't know how the fuck to describe it. It's really good though. I love it. I've been going there since I was a child. I got the honey seared chicken. This is the shit. And then I got some edamames, which I love edamame. And this is like the salt, so I'm gonna sprinkle this on. But, okay, and I get this with extra chicken and noodles. I'm putting some soy sauce. Okay, ready? Just drizzle. Just a drizzle. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, I feel like I need a little more. My mouth is literally watering doing this because I am so fucking hungry. I've been struggling. Like, I've been trying to cut the last like couple months, and like I lost like 20 pounds, and then I gained back like 5, and I've just plateaued ever since. But I also don't really care because I kind of like how thick I am right now. But I want to like cut down to like 200 pounds and then do another bulk. You know, I get body dysmorphia. I always feel fucking small. Okay, so it's just annoying. Okay, first let's try edamame, and I'll talk about like my week, my day, all that shit. My day has not been eventful, I'll tell you that much. I love edamame. Here's my food. Oh my god, I can't wait. I'm so excited. You know when you're so hungry and you finally get food and you're just like, this fixed me, you know? That's me right now. Okay, let's have our first fucking bite, bro. I'm so excited. You guys remember, are you guys OG enough to remember, like, back in the day, I would get, like, Costa Vida or, like, Taco Bell, and I would just sit in the parking lot and, like, eat food, talk about my life. It's crazy to think how different my life is now. Like, it's kind of crazy how many years I've been on YouTube. You know what I mean? Like, damn, like, some of those videos were when I was living in Utah, and that was over 5 years ago, and I'm like, oh, damn, that's a long time ago. Anyways, let's have a bite. I'm so excited. Oh my god. Fuck, that shit's good. If you guys are not Pei Wei where you live, I'm so sorry. Or Cafe Rio. Or like Costa Vida. I love those places, always have. My ex just moved to San Francisco not too long ago, and they don't have Cafe Rio. And so he was visiting this week, and he was like, we have to go to Cafe Rio while I'm there. I'm like, bet. Ooh. Okay. Ooh, that's a big piece. Ready? Another bite. Got my noodles and my chickens. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Daddy's working. Daddy's working. Just focusing on the damn food. Really hide my face. But yeah, I love watching people eat while I eat. I know that's so weird. Not in person, but like, I will put on, especially if I'm eating healthy food. Like, back when I used to meal prep, I would put on a mukbang of like a seafood boil. And like that shit, I swear it's like placebo effect. It makes your food taste better. I don't know why the dogs are barking. Also babysitting me and my ex's dogs. That he took 2 dogs when we broke up. And they're here right now. He's in Utah. But this is Boba. You can't even see her little face. This is Boba. And then my dog Link and Mochi is under the table. And then my cat is somewhere. But it's so nice. We're all sleeping together this morning. I love like my cat will like lay with us. It's just cute. I don't know. Someone told me I had cat energy recently. I'm like, maybe I've always been a cat person all along. I don't know. But I wasn't a cat person until I got my own cat. Can you guys stop? Jesus Christ. But yeah, I'm aware I probably look like shit today. I just stayed home, you know. Yesterday, spent the day basically, there was crazy ass rainstorms here in Arizona, like monsoons. I was trying to drive Rizvan, my ex, to the airport because he's flying to Utah. And the rain was so bad, nobody was even moving. Everybody had their like emergency lights on their cars. Everybody's going like 2 miles an hour like on the freeway. It was so crazy. My windshield wipers were working overtime, like it was insane. And then his flight got delayed like 5 hours, like it was insane. So that's what I did yesterday. And I kept telling myself every day like I need to make time to work or like do something or film content, and like I just couldn't. So yeah, I did nothing this week work related. I went to the DMV. Oh my fucking god. I went on, okay, really quick, short story. I went on a day trip with this guy that I'm hanging out with quite a bit. We went to this cool city that was like in this mountain. It was like on the side of a mountain here in Arizona. It's called Jerome. It was like a ghost town type place. Like it was really cool. But on the way there, a cop was following me, and I was like, I pay my insurance and like all that stuff. Like my car, I thought it was registered. And the cop's following me, and I was being like stupid. I was like, run my shit, you'll see, like my shit's good. And he turns his lights on, and I was like, huh? And I haven't had a speeding ticket in years, so I knew it wasn't that. Like I drive like a grandma because I was in a car crash in like 2018 or something. And it was really traumatizing, to be honest. And so yeah, the fucking cop pulls me over and he's like, your car's not registered. And I was like, huh? Turns out it was still registered under my ex, even though we transferred the lease to me, and I guess that's partially my fault. But I also never got the papers, like the power of attorney, there was like all these things Toyota was supposed to send me so I could register my car that they never did. So I've been like on and off the phone with Toyota, going to the DMV. I went to the DMV for the second time, and like all this shit, dude. And it's just been such a hassle. I'm like, it should not be this hard to register a car. You know what I mean? I like look at everybody driving on the road and I'm like, did they have as hard of a time as I did registering my car? Because this sucks. And I've been waiting like weeks for this letter to come, and then I have court date coming up. I'm like, I need to like prove that my car is insured. And it is. And like we didn't have the right stuff, and so like literally Rizvan, my ex, like just ended up re-registering the car under his name. And I was like, what the fuck? I got totally off track, but all the rainstorms and like the dust in the air, I don't know, like it fucked up my lungs because I've been like wheezing. It was hard for me to like sleep last night. Like my lungs have just been like kind of wheezy. You might be able to like hear it a little bit. I've been like using my inhaler all day. I usually love the rain, but I'm like, this is like affecting my lungs. I changed my air filters and my air purifiers, and like hopefully that helps. But I love watching people eat noodles. Like, people like the spicy noodle challenge or whatever, like mukbang YouTubers. It always looks so good, like the sauce they put on it. I hate spicy shit. I cannot eat spicy shit at all. Like I can't even eat like a hot Cheeto without crying. But like when fucking mukbang YouTubers eat those spicy noodles, it looks so good. Like that big tray, and they dump all the sauce, and they're just like, and the sounds. I know that's like gross to some people, but like the sounds of the noodles just like, it just does it for me, So that's weird. Like my week was like eventful, but not. My ex flew here, and we didn't do much. Like we kind of just hung out at his hotel, like swam by the pool. The weather's been nice, and like it felt so fucking good. Like I lost my fucking tan. I will say I went to this pool party thing earlier, like in the summer, and I wore a Speedo for the first time. I'm not like the type of gay person who like wants to wear like all these slutty costumes and like sexy underwear and sexy swimsuits. Like I just don't really care about that stuff. But I got a Speedo. I was like, let's try it. Okay. And my ass still has tan lines from my Speedo. And that was months ago. My ass has not seen the sun in forever. And I'm like, how are these still here? You know what I mean? I don't know. I felt a little insecure. I don't want to say insecure. I just felt a little in my head about wearing a Speedo, because I was like, my ass is basically hanging out. I love my ass, but it's also like, do I look good? Like I'm showing a lot of my body. Do I look good right now? You know what I mean? My body definitely isn't like beach ready. Like I'm definitely a little thick right now. But some people like that shit, And I was talking to my friend. We were like going to the bathroom at this like pool party, and I was like, what did I say? I was like, does my ass look good? And then there was like some old guy behind us, and he was like, it looks good from back here. And I was like, oh shit. That pool party was crazy. It was at a gym called Lifetime Fitness, I think. And I don't go there, but like my friend had like guest passes and stuff. And it was crazy. I think it was like Memorial Day or Labor Day, some kind of like party. It was like a barbecue fucking, they had like a bar on the rooftop and a pool and fucking performers. Like they had these girls with these like hoops like dancing around the pool. I was like, this is a gym? Like, this is crazy, you know what I mean? And I was like, that feels like that was forever ago. But crazily enough, the gym was kind of mid. Like, we worked out, then went to the pool. And the gym, the membership's like $200 there, bro. And the gym was like so lackluster. And I was like, okay, clearly you pay for the other things, not just the fucking gym, I guess. But like the gym, you'd think since it's a gym, the gym would be like amazing for that price, but it wasn't. Also, there's this gay gym, they call it, here in Arizona. It's literally just some EOS Fitness, but I guess it's like kind of where all the gay people live, and so a bunch of gay people go there. I've been there like a handful of times, and like, it's just, I don't know. I hate that gym. Not the fact that there's like gay people. I guess that's part of it. Just the fact that it's like, every time I go there, I will probably see people that I've like hooked up with, and it's like kind of awkward. I'm like, do I say hi? Do I act like I don't see them, you know? And we went there the other day, and there was like one guy that I used to hook up with like consistently there, and it was so awkward. And I just pretended like I didn't fucking see him. I was just like, huh, let me look at the fucking ceiling, you know? And also the equipment's just shit. I feel like EOS gyms just kind of suck ass. Like my gym, I love my gym because it's just empty all the time, and it's small, and like not many people go there. I know you got some people like the gym culture, and like, you know, when there's other fit people and they feel inspired and motivated. I'm like, I like to just lock in by myself. I love an empty gym. You know, like when I can do whatever I want, listen to my music, and not worry about people like talking to me or asking how many sets I have left or any shit like that. I guess while we're on the topic of gay people, there's this guy who I literally hooked up with him one time. He was one of the first guys. I think he was the second guy I hooked up with after my breakup, right? He came over, stayed the night. He fucked me. And he was like a cute guy. He was very sweet. I really liked him, but like our chemistry just wasn't great. But he's very sweet, and I've seen him around. I always like say hi to him, whatever. But the other day at this gym I went to, he was there. And I didn't say hi to him or anything, but I found out he has a very fucking hot boyfriend now. And I'm like, good for you. I feel very single. But I guess that's my own fault. Like, I choose to be single, you know? Like, if I really want to, I could definitely go get a boyfriend. But it's also so much work. You know, like meeting someone, forming a connection, starting a fucking life together, moving in together. If you want to get married, like sharing common values, like how are your communication skills? How do you resolve fights? Like, does everything line up? Does your family like him? There's so many things. And I'm like, I'd rather just not even worry about that right now. Plus, I'm just a walking red flag. Like, who wants to date the guy that does content creation and fucking OnlyFans for a living? Yeah, I bet you don't. Sometimes I wonder that. I'm like, I gotta date someone who's okay with the fact that there's naked videos of me floating around, and probably always will be, you know? That shit is like immortalized on the internet, which I don't give a fuck. Like, literally, people were like, when I started OnlyFans, people were like, don't do it, you're gonna ruin your whole life. And I was like, I literally don't give a fuck. Like, everybody has sex. Everybody fucking has sex. Everybody has a dick. Everybody has an ass. Like, just because I'm comfortable putting it, like, doing it on camera and showing myself on camera naked, it doesn't mean you have to. It doesn't mean you have to watch it. Doing online content, you gotta own your shit. Like, there's this guy I used to hang out with, and he would, like, always bring up my channel to, like, his friends, and, you know, even at, like, concerts and stuff, he would like show people my channel, like poke fun at me basically. I'm like, yup, that's what I do, that's my life, go subscribe, you know. I used to get embarrassed, and I'm like, no, that's me. And I love what I do, you know. I'm not ashamed of it. But when people try to do that to like embarrass me, it says more about them than anything, you know. But also another thing that I recently learned about myself that I need to stop doing is a lot of the time, if I'm feeling some type of way or something happens with someone in my life, I personally don't have many people that I can go to talk to about stuff. So a lot of the time I will get online and like I will make a YouTube video and I will vent about stuff, and people have called me out for trauma dumping, which like I totally get it. And I think I just process things by talking about them, and I like to do that online. And you know, obviously people usually have good responses, and like, you know, I like the comments and people connect with me and relate usually, but obviously it's not always a good thing when it involves someone in my personal life, and like that's kind of come back to bite me in the ass multiple times. And I just have decided I'm not going to talk about other people unless it's like a good thing, you know. So that's something I've learned, and I was like, I need to find other healthy coping mechanisms other than just making YouTube videos, you know. So that's been something I learned about myself recently. I might not finish this. I might save some of this for later. It's like I'm gonna overeat if I finish this. Also, I recently started watching this show called The Great British Bake Off, or Baking Show. I forgot what the fuck it's called. But I love that show. And it's just such a feel-good show. If you guys have ever seen it, like, I used to watch a lot of cooking shows, like Gordon Ramsay cooking shows, or like Cake Boss, like The Next Great Baker, that type of shit. And it's always very like dramatized and like cutthroat, and like fucking people are like fighting, and you know the judges are like mean, you know what I mean? And it's like The Great British Baking Show or whatever is very wholesome, and people are just nice on the show. The people that are judging are generally like really nice and fun, and it's just like so wholesome. And like literally it makes me feel like life is worth living. I was like, I love this show. And it revolves around like sweets, which I love. I love sugar. Like it's literally so fun to watch, and it makes me wish that I had a fucking accent, because I think accents, like British accents or English accents, what do you call them? I don't know. I love those accents. I wish I had that type of accent, you know? That's my favorite. Maybe it's just because I grew up watching fucking Harry Potter. I don't know. But there's so many shows people talk about that I've never seen. Schitt's Creek, Game of Thrones, Euphoria, like White Lotus, like there's so many. Like I could go down the list, but I'm just not a TV show person. Like I literally have Amazon Prime Video or whatever, just because I use Amazon all the time, and so I just have it by default. I don't have Netflix, I don't have Hulu, I don't have anything. I had HBO Max for a while because I wanted to watch The Last of Us 2, season 2. It was so shit. It pissed me the fuck off. I hate that show. Like, that's one of my favorite games, and they ruined it. And I was one of the rare people who liked the second game, and the show was even worse. Like, I just can't with that shit. Stop making video game adaptations of, like, movies and stuff. Stop it. You're ruining it. You're ruining it. The one that pisses me off the most was Uncharted. Oh my god. Why would they cast Tom Holland as Nathan fucking Drake? Tell me. You know why? Money. Everybody has a fucking boner for Tom Holland. Don't know why. Do not know why. That boy makes me soft as fuck. That boy turns my dick into chewed up bubble gum, like shriveled up the house. I just don't think he's like hot. He's like baby cute, you know what I mean? And like in the game, I always thought Nathan Drake was like one of my video game crushes. He's like hot. He's like, I don't know, like 35 or some shit. I'm like, ooh, he's like daddy as fuck. He's sexy. Tom Holland did not pull that shit off. And they also had Mark Wahlberg in the movie, who was supposed to play like Sully or whatever, who's like an older guy. And I was like, okay, this is fucked up. Tom Holland should have played like young Nathan Drake. Mark Wahlberg should have played like adult Nathan Drake, and someone else should have played fucking Sully. I was so pissed, bro. But I saw the movie anyway, and I was like, huh, it's forgettable. Couldn't hardly tell you what the fuck happened because I was just so pissed off about the casting choices. Stop casting these people. Who's making these choices? And The Last of Us was another fucking example. Pedro Pascal was okay as Joel. Like, he kind of looked like him and could act like him or like whatever. Bella Ramsey. Why? And why'd they make her seem so different in the movie? Like, they made her character act different than she normally would, like, in the games. And she was just, like, annoying and cringe in the show, to be honest. And I was like, why do they do this shit? And it's funny, because you would think a video game like The Last of Us 2, they got so much hate and negative criticism that doing a TV show would be their chance to redeem it, change something, like surprise us, you know? But they did the same thing and worse. And I was like, you guys are fucking stupid. So it pissed me off because I care about that fucking franchise, unfortunately. Also say, I don't watch much TV. I will say I'm going to be watching Stranger Things season fucking 5 because I have always loved Stranger Things. Stranger Things has always been my shit. I think Stranger Things and Jersey Shore are the only two TV series that I've seen every season and every episode. I don't know, I got invested in that shit, you know? And like, when I get actually invested in a show, I like binge it. I will like be taking a shower and it's playing on my phone. I'll get out of the shower, like every waking moment, I'm just like watching it, you know? I did the same thing with Naruto. Naruto was like the only anime I ever really watched. Pretty much all of it. I just be up late watching fucking Naruto. But you know that like a movie and a show is good if you go back on YouTube and look up like scenes from that movie or like fights from that movie or, you know, whatever. That's how you know they did a good job. And you were actually invested because you care about going back and watching it again. You want some boba? Boba wants some food. Do you see her? Is that boba? She's like a shadow. Sit. Good job. I think I don't like watching shows because in my free time, I like to play video games. Like Overwatch and Apex. It's just kind of crazy how a game can be so like, can feel so infinitely replayable, you know? Every game is different. There's so many different characters to learn, so many different variables and team compositions and like just wanting to improve at like video games, like shooter games specifically for me. Like I just love that shit, you know? And I just find that fulfilling in a weird way. It's like my favorite pastime. And like this week, I didn't have much time for myself. Like I was doing stuff with other people. I didn't have time to work or like spend time alone. And last night I was like, I'm staying in and I'm gaming all night. And I literally feel like it cured me. I was like, this fixed me. Same with today. Like I literally just stopped gaming to like get food and like make this video. But yeah, just having a day to yourself to game, like there's nothing better, you know? And it's just important to invest in your fucking hobbies. Like that's what I've learned. I feel like we're taught to invest in like work, into success. It's like invest in your hobbies because those are the things that'll carry you through the hard times. I will say I'm a Pisces and I've learned that Pisces use escapism a lot to avoid like feelings or, you know, dealing with life stuff. And I totally do that shit. And I obviously try to be like healthy about it. Like I'm aware of that at least, but also like I'm very grateful that I have escapism tools to use because that shit helps me so much. Obviously, I like to go outside and touch grass and be with people, but as an introverted Pisces, ain't nothing better than staying home and gaming all night. Not my last one being so small. I'm sad. That was the smallest edamame. I want a refund. I'll be yelping about this. Okay, let me open my fortune. I was thinking, and I was like, there should be a place that hands out fortune cookies, but they're called misfortune cookies, and they're like really negative or like funny, like, you know, just like kind of like shit talking fortune cookies. Like, like that would be so funny. Like, I should go on Shark Tank for real. Okay. Don't be afraid to take that big step. What does that mean? And the back says ship. That's my Asian word is ship. Chinese? I think it's Chinese, right? Don't quote me on that. So it's giving like relationship, which freaks me out. Don't be ready to take that big step, and the back says ship. Like, I literally saw a video today, and it was like, you're gonna be in a relationship soon. And I'm like that shit scares me. Don't say that shit, you know? Relationships terrify me now. I'm so scared. I have so many walls up. Like, I do not want to have my heart broken again. I do not want to go through those feelings of heartbreak and sadness and loneliness. Like, that was so hard. And now that I feel like I'm in a good place, I'm like protecting myself, you know? So, we'll see. Why you gonna stress me out like that, dude? That is it for this mukbang, whatever the fuck. Hopefully you guys liked it. I know it's been a minute since I did one of these. Maybe I'll try to do more of these soon, like more frequently, just talking and do like, I don't know, more like lifestyle content. But yeah, thanks for watching. I love you guys, and I will see you on the next one. I look like shit. This is crazy. Am I actually gonna upload this? Yes. Okay, bye.